No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Shout out to Grandpa. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Yes, we are back to Marty Robbins, and this song is The Master's Call. Also, shout out to Little Lion for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much. This is only my second time ever listening to Marty, but I was very impressed with his first song, which was Big Iron. And I guess this is maybe part of the same album here. We've got the Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, Marty Robbins. And there's like 10 or 12 songs here. Okay. Maybe I will react to all of them. Who knows, guys? If you request, you will get. Okay, let's tune in. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water. Put your headphones on and let's go. I'm doing my best here.
When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire. A youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad. I fell in with an outlaw band, their names were known quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered I could never tell. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned that much and more the night I heard my master call. One night we rustled cattle, 1,000 head or so, and started them out on the trail that leads to Mexico. But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross where once there was a tree.
Well, I'm going back for that. I'm trying to follow the story here.
Blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross where once there was a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done, I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded were running all around. My pony ran but stumbled, and it threw me to the ground. I felt the end was near, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. And I cried, oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I want to live for you alone, oh God, these words I vow. My wicked past unfolded, I thought of wasted years, when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on by me, and I was left to live. The master had a reason, life is his to take or give. A miracle performed that night, I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high. Right behind it there was I, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there upon the ground. A pardon I was granted, my sinful soul set free. No more to fear the angry waves upon life's stormy sea. Forgiven by the love of God, a love that will remain. I gave my life and soul the night the Savior called my name.
Wow. This is music, guys. Man, the storytelling here, it's so vivid. His voice is incredible. He could have done so much with his voice. just even aside from music, he could do like voice acting, audiobooks, sportscaster, reporter. Just a very nice voice to listen to. This song is I got the chills at one point when he said he heard the voice of Jesus Christ. I was like, oh my God, wow, the master's call. First things first, we hit the like and subscribe. I thought I was subscribed already, but I am subscribed now, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. Oh, this is like if you were reading a book, right? Just like a story, a short story on a book, but listening to it through music. And it's amazing because I myself am not a huge reader. I'll be honest with everyone watching. I don't read a lot of books because I prefer to watch things visually or listen to them. So Marty Robbins is perfect for for telling stories. And I don't know if this is something that happened to him in real life. It could be. It sounds like it happened to somebody. It had like a huge impact, and everything that he said, it felt real, right? So he's basically saying, he left his home when he was a teenager, and his parents were sad to see him go, and him becoming a bad boy, an outlaw, right? Out in the old Western world, he decided to follow that path in life. And then came this moment of like his eureka moment, right? Where God said, enough is enough. And where there was a tree, then there was a fiery cross. And he heard the voices and lightning and storms and the cattle and just chaos happening all around. I'm imagining like tornadoes and a bunch of stuff, just wind, leaves flying everywhere, darkness, lightning. An intense moment for his life. And he came to the realization that he should follow, the good path. Jesus was telling him, it's time that you come straight and leave this world behind, like this older life that you had been following of darkness and being, in the wrong path. Now you will, just come to me and become a better person overall. And he was like, who wouldn't? After having that experience, he was like, yes, I will. And I guess that changed him forever. But man, this is a song that's really fun to go back and listen to. Just the little details, how he's describing the environment and how he was feeling. And he has such a powerful, commanding voice, right? It's one that, like I said, it could have many different applications, not just music, almost like a preacher as well. How he has this sort of deep, but it's deep and it's melodic at the same time, because he has this vibrato, right, where he doesn't say right, he says right, almost like Elvis would, but even better, because Elvis, I feel like was more of like an exaggeration, but this seems more legitimate. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous reaction to Marty Robbins, but his voice reminds me of, there is Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck, and Johnny Mathis, who are, a few of the people that I know from that era. I don't know that many, right? Because it's a time before mine, and it's way back, and you don't really hear it nowadays. There's no references to it and stuff like that, so I don't have much information. But the ones that I've heard, it's the ones I mentioned, and I really enjoy listening to those voices. They just sound very, it's like a perfect male voice. And
I wonder what people nowadays would think of those voices, because they were so clear, right, with their pronunciation and their diction back in the day. And then music kind of evolved into like you're twisting more how you sing, how you use words, you're playing around. So for example, like compare it to rap nowadays or hip hop, it would be like so confused. I wonder what Marty would think of like hip hop nowadays. He would just be like, what is this mumbling going on? This doesn't make any sense. But this music makes sense for everybody. So yeah, I'm very impressive. I would like to hear more from Marty. So guys, comment down below your request. Hit the like, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.